Hi everyone, it's Alex Sparks here from Sparks Finance and I'm your local mortgage broker. Today's video is about the 5 ways to reduce your interest rate. The first way to reduce your interest rate is to change your product. Okay, so this is looking within your existing lender to see whether there's another product that's available for you. Banks have obviously a variety of different products, all priced at different points. So it's about looking and sort of saying, well, you might be on an older product, okay, and there might be new products available that you could easily switch to be able to get that lower rate and obviously get some benefits of the new benefits of that as well. So it's really about speaking with your broker to see what other options there might be within your existing lender. But a good example of this is NAB just came out with a new loan product suite called Tailored Home Loan. So if you're on their older products, say Choice or their standard variable loan, by having a look and changing to the Tailored Home Loan, I did this with a customer recently, and we're able to shave about 0.25% off their home loan simply by changing to the Tailored Home Loan and getting the benefits of that product. So as I said, speak to your mortgage broker to see whether there's those options for you, as long as it's still aligned with your needs and goals. The second way to reduce your interest rate is to revalue your property. Okay, so you might have bought your property for a 5% deposit. In a couple of years, your value of your property has gone up, like the market has. The value of your property's gone up. You've probably paid a little bit off there. You can get the bank to revalue that property and go, well, I bought with 5% deposit. I've now got about 30% equity within that property. Can I please have a cheaper rate? Now that's based on a figure called LVR, so loan to value ratio. So the amount of your loan divided by the value of the property. Historically speaking, the lower the LVR is, the cheaper your interest rate's going to be. So it's really important to understand how much your property is valued in the given market and what your LVR is. So speak to your mortgage broker, get your property revalued, and then we can go back to that bank and try to get you a cheaper rate. We did this for a customer. They bought a block of land and build. They generally had a really low deposit of say 5 and 10%. Over time, that property increased quite considerably in value, and we were able to renegotiate that rate, get the property valued. It came in a lot higher, and we managed to get 1.01% off that home loan, which saved them about $76K over the life of that loan. So a really, really big advantage of having that. So yeah, it's really important to understand what your property's worth and use that in your negotiations. The third one is to put down a larger deposit. Okay, so depending, as I sort of spoke to you before about LVR and the value of your property, putting down a larger deposit, once again, historically speaking, will mean that you get a lower interest rate. So once again, it's about having a look and sort of discussing with your broker to see if there are benefits of putting that larger deposit down. So for example, at ING, if you have a loan only say a 15% deposit, the interest rates that you might get with ING is 4.39 on their variable rate right now. If you were to have that extra 5% deposit to put down, you might be able to get that loan to go down to 4.09%. So quite a decent saving there of 0.3%. But once again, it's around the strategy. Speaking with your broker to sort of say, well, I want to hold some of that money so I can do work to the property when I move in there. So that is just one way of doing it, but we've got to make sure that it suits you and you get those benefits over the long time. But putting down a larger deposit when you purchase is a good way to get a lower interest rate. The fourth way to get a lower interest rate is to renegotiate with your bank. Okay, so obviously, unfortunately, there's not as much loyalty in the banks as they would like to admit nowadays. So a lot of the pricing for existing customers isn't as good as if you're a new customer going to a new bank. So it's really important that, to give that a go, call up your bank and ask them, look, I've been with you, I can see loans in the market, are the low 4% at the moment. I'm currently at high 4%, can you reduce my interest rate? Simply by asking that question, we're able to get that lower interest rate. So yeah, it's a really important thing to ask. Now this is where brokers come in really well. We have the skills and the resources to do that on your behalf. So, come and see me if you want to renegotiate your rate. Come in and see us. We can have a look and see what the best options are for you. We recently did this with a new client that came to us who didn't even look to refinance. We simply just called up them, got their rate with CBA reduced from 4.78 down to 3.92%, and that was a saving for them of 154 grand grand over the life of that loan. So it is important with a simple phone call to call up there, negotiate on your behalf and have someone in your corner. We're able to get those massive savings for you without even going down the path of refinancing. The fifth way to reduce your interest rate is to refinance. Now this is probably the most common one you see with mortgage brokers. Basically what that is taking your loan from one lender and moving it to another for a cheaper interest rate or a benefit of some description. Now, this one here is probably the most common. You're probably going to get your biggest bang for buck, especially with a lot of lenders now giving cash back, so literally paying you to go and change to them. So this one, as I sort of said, is really important. When we look at refinance, we're obviously looking to make sure that there is a financial benefit for you to do so. Now, looking at the loans, we did a loan the other day for a client, had a loan of about 440 grand, I think it was, and we were able to get that loan down for them and managed to save 121K in interest over the life of the loan. So it's really important to sort of, as I said, have a look at those different options. That's what brokers are here to do for you, is to have a look at all the different loans in the market, see what benefits we can get. If the lender doesn't come to the party when we try to renegotiate them, we're able to have a look at the different options around it and look to move your loan to make sure that you get a competitive loan in the market. So there are 5 ways to reduce your interest rate. As I sort of said, please don't hesitate to give us a call to do a home loan review, have a discussion around your needs and goals, and then we'll be able to make sure that we can provide you some options for you to reduce your interest rate. Just keep in mind that our service is free of charge. You guys don't have to pay us anything. The bank will pay us a commission once the loan settles. So it's a great proposition for you guys to go in there, get a lower rate, save thousands of dollars on interest, and know that someone's in your corner fighting for you to make sure that you've got the best rate available for you. All right, any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact with us. We hope to have a chat with you all soon to make sure that we can get the best options available for you. Thank you.